Let's run through the 9 building blocks of the business model canvas. What is actually a business model? When I ask that question, I always receive many different answers, such as how do I make money? Or it is a business plan, or it's about how my product gets to my customers. It is important that we have a shared and common language. The definition that we're using is a business model is the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. It goes beyond the revenue model. It's really the whole set of creating, delivering, and capturing value. So what does it actually look like? The business model canvas has 9 building blocks. Let's start with the first one. You start on the right with the customer segment. Who is the customer? Who's the customer that's paying? Who's the customer that's receiving? Who's the customer that's deciding? And once you know your customer, what is the value proposition that you offer? When we speak about value proposition, we talk about two things, your promise and your product. For example, for a beauty brand, a promise would be that you will look 10 years younger, and the product could be a face cream. Make sure you have both clearly defined. Together, they are the value proposition. And how does your product reach your customers? Through which channels does it go? Is it online? Is it offline? Especially the last year, we've seen many changes in channels because companies have had to find different ways of reaching their customers. What are those different channels? And once you have the customer, how do you keep them? What is the relationship? How do you stay in touch? Or is it just a transaction and then it's done? Do you have a way to keep the customers coming back? And what are the revenue streams? How do you make money? How do you charge for your products? Is it per product? Is the subscription model? What other ways do you have of charging your customer? This side of the business model canvas is what we call the front stage. This is what the customer sees. The other part of the business model canvas is backstage. That's what happens behind the curtains. That's everything that you need to do in order to get your value proposition to your customer. What are the resources that you need? What do you need in terms of people, factory, knowledge? And what is it that those resources need to do? What are the key activities? These are typically verbs, things that we're doing to get our value proposition to our customers. And who are we doing this with? Who are your key partners? Not just the average supplier, but really someone who helps you to increase the value proposition to your customer. And bottom line, what are the costs? This together is the business model canvas. Pretty straightforward, right? When you see it for the first time, and that's also the beauty of this, everyone will understand the business model canvas. No matter where they are in the organization, everyone gets this. What I like about the business model canvas is that if you change one of the building blocks, it interacts with the other blocks. For example, imagine you want to add an online channel to your business. This could have a knock-on effect on your products, possibly even your value proposition. You could be reaching different customer segments, and you might need to change how to charge your customers. And what do you need to do behind the scenes in terms of resources, activities? Perhaps you even need to have different partners to get your value proposition aligned. I hope that you can see this is a great tool to facilitate conversations with your peers, partners, colleagues. It's not so much about getting the right answer as it is about helping you to quickly explore different models and the impact of those models on your business.